So Afenyo Markins extortion saga one sami James Banta course no ya drop ho update bebre de amamo ewo kokonsa efie ha if say o follow your platform ya na Afenyo Markins asemo kokan de ne exposes bebre ababonten expose no abusua enne foforo asanso aba enye asemketo akra na Afenyo Markins $29 million contract bia or the ma Indian contractor bia abusua contract no kululu illegally unauthorized contract no omo anye. And allegedly according to Alista no or says our contract no omo mienu ye kululu bia sa sika no omo di asho mobotom. And abusua ansonwa Afenyo Markin so allegedly okoji loan bi asa loan no ese chairman won to me ne de na bia on Standard Chartered $35 million bia Afenyo Markins frakadam ekoji se sika na bepem ne ontu sika no Alistair Nelson ena a drop expose against Afenyo Markins abusua sisi ano akesefo ensa etumi aso sa evidence ni ma ekoso isi ano Afenyo Markins emu ayeden yenko na yenko nkoti ensema ekoso na yeba yede aka ato am so unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be drop on wonso wonsa ebetumi akabina Ghana ha se open computer papa and a laptop papa na we use abura perosi computers and accessories ho and I obenya laptop papa na we using the location enya ira kwan Kumasi Buokrom Estates Eli peke number na egu ye screen no ase no ade ba kwa ede wo mene se okra low budget no obema high quality laptop na we use se usika wo for mema oyem enhyehyɛ okra perosi de sika bi ekra obia no obema laptop papa na we use yem bonra yensem ye ba yade de aka ebeto amoso
yeah. $1.7 billion as abredi the minority MPP for Ginem say IMF for documents on intercept here gold border boka Bank of Ghana na ISA Sabri they demand answers. Then I walk on their faces.
Yo me dance ni akwenya o de amame na me hu se nkofo bebre sending me messages near there. I'm humbled by what I'm seeing on my phone.
Great one there.
And I'll continue to come once I'm here.
Yes.
I'll come mini Mugabe ni ntokwa bia me mo bia ndadam. Ye mi ensa kugan Mugabe me Alista no. Tokwa bia ni entem. E na we den a untumi nyaye. Nyame na hwe 10 years ni akotwa aba. Nti se ni amekan no nyina husu hi e wo dencha.
Okay.
The friend na ba for hwe chia no ni na pamfo nyina. Unia so omo ka bibia e no atwe aso akotie bi so oti say hey ya utte ba bia no watie bi ba wo ba fia no abadwen hu say aden na nkrofo yi omo kasasa. Before the advent of the Gold Coast, a DNA diasono is as a result of gold that yehu wa ha. You see, Portuguese for Ba Elmina first. No, they saw the gold in the whatever lagoon in Elmina. That is why they named it
Gold Coast.
Elmina.
Okay,
that's a gold mine.
Okay,
so they traced all the way into the Pra River. And they saw there was a lot of gold deposits here in the Gold Coast. So even the Portuguese at the time, the 1400s, 1500s, brought in soldiers to be able to survey the Pra River and pick up the gold. So if you go to Portugal now, some of Ghana's gold is in Portugal.
We speak.
Yes, the first export of gold left the Gold Coast in 1691.
Wow.
Yes, through galamsey sources, not by machine. Through galamsey sources, headpan, shovel, lèàks. So let nobody trick you into believing that they are for the good of this country. Recently we heard your papa Duncan Williams. What did he not say? He said he went somewhere to have a lunch, and the people there, very rich people in that society, were complaining that they were not getting free gold from the Gold Coast. They were not getting from Ghana. Look at the gold that left the Gold Coast. Just last year, the cost of it was about $11.4 billion.
From gold board?
No.
Okay. For
illegal. Yes.
Wow.
Illegal, unrecorded sources. So you see, the coming of the gold board was to come and rationalize the gold sector, which was in disarray. Bear to be the ope, party here, Sikafo, no moon ambush, no mutu. Then Alista Matthias, Onusu boy and Kaye, or catch and say a man penina or tisono, or to Nina gold free her a smuggle to the tune of $400 million a week, if I'm not.
That was a month.
Yeah, a month. Yeah, Alista Matthias, my own name, Alista Matthias. Yes. When they summoned Al Jazeera to pull down the story, they said no, they wouldn't pull. Nanado said you sue them. Up until now, has he sued them?
No.
It should give you a ringing bell in your ears that some big people in some big places were engaged in the smuggling of the gold from the Gold Coast to make profit into their pockets. So the Gold Board has rationalized the sector and has stopped all those leakages. Into Usha, you better to go Sami Jemfi. But you to go bona yen you see a co acting as a shield in order to protect. You see who say a jato unya trimu ana a jato ni demu a so esi wudi ehu because if you so na eba also. Into ran Sami Jemfi baby I will be our bodyguards no doors to do me I'm a bulldog for Sami Jemfi. Sami Jemfi, like if you remember there was a UN Secretary General Boutros Ghali. So I have conferred on Sami Jemfi. Sami Jemfi. Look at his work. In just a short time they gave him the job. Look at the currency, how it is stable, and we're able to plan into the future with our currency. In the past, it was haphazard. And now ube kona dollar na wino, ube kona dollar na bono, ube kona bono. Sisi a dollar ne ba, utumu se trade na sidi nikita no bena ube tofom into genetri no kem.
But at least I say Akobane say either Bank of Ghana na Gold Board Kaba, don the NPP the minority. Woman needs our right and so betting me bisa say your answers was like we are about Jubedi.
And yeka.
Okay.
The cost of operating bringing us here didn't take cost to bring us here.
Okay.
That's
operational cost.
Operational cost. In Cranfoka baby, unim titi amoto worms. Titi amoto ji gogomini ayawole na ke wo hook line emi na ka jiolo ye numi sa ono sa gogomini so onu so ye obi nya e obi papa, but it's a cost to the colony. You need that worm in order to get the fish. When you get the fish and you consume and sebio ukojawa na emua no ye titi amoto omuso menya ho faso. Is that not it?
Very true.
Yes. So there's a cost to every operation, and especially at this time, we must know say for every $1 of gold sold, you book 17 cents. So we have 83 cents as operational profit. It's not a loss. How can it be a loss? Cost and loss. Loss ni say amawe cotton yedima o wakofa oko dwemu na obaya sika na yesusu se ebenya no yenya into ba wa boka. It's different from udi sika eshemu because gold no egbo baby esi eto and na gold board so the structure to how they to aggregators tier 1 tier 2 and other people who come into the sector to buy. So their fees, agent fees, those who go and buy it, and charges. And those charges are not generated by the Gold Board. It's per the Parliamentary Act on Fees and Charges that they charge those fees. And then there's another one that we call assaying fees. That one too comes to us because we want to buy the gold. So who the cost when you now obi aboka cost to 1.7 billion. Now or the 17 billion a bar. You frame where? Yes, don't be hypocritical. You frame na bon sem mano. It is a medium baby obi pa encore repeat.
Pay your explanation right now will be a word here when you a fair idea of sa and semi okay. Ntino you ever find say na shebe dwem for the any obi or your experience when na shebe dwem to say Afenyo Markin why majority leader paying why minority leader government businesses other sectors forming government you know onimuno. Why do you think say when we say be operational cost but one more kind of yaya say a Gold Board abo didn't you say
it's for mischievous purposes. It's to run the NDC down. We are doing too well in government in a short time. It's one baby or the Akofa IMF so. Look, the International Monetary Fund was set up in 1945 after the Second World War to support all of us. But they have not done so. When they decided to resuscitate Germany's economy, go and see the investment they made in Germany. Is that what they have done for African countries? For 20 times, Ghana has engaged the IMF. Were they able to save our city? Never, at any time. Go and check. Even an economic recovery structure adjustment program, they were not able to save our currency. In 1998, the IMF came lashing at the NDC when they had supported us and the economic recovery structure, telling us that our currency was down. When J. Kufuor came, what didn't they do? Didn't Kufuor change the currency?
Yeah.
So at this time when the gold board has come in and we're able to save so much, 17 billion, IMF will sika in omumamu. Bibisao.
2.53 billion, 100 million.
Peanuts money. Say Bank of Ghana nobody went on a road show to the international market to go and borrow using enterprise insurance to come and gain profits. Because gold board is a pillar, it's a central defender in Ghana's economic reset program.
Could it be politics as usual?
You mentioned somebody's name, Afenyo Markin. Yes. You don't know him, eh? When I come and sit here, I've been saying this here. If people think I don't like him, me see me subai no I wonu a bit daddy no BA when subai. Me can't go for friend me and stop. Look, I was in the same university with him. He ran away from his course, the Bachelor of Management Studies, typewriter for course, typewriter being a secretary course. When you journey here, go and ask him. We're in the same university. He slept on the floor. That's why I've said it. Look, these are people who should be humble. No, please. You should be humble. First, your own father was a carpenter. Your stepfather used to work as a poultry farmer. No, I'm coming there. It's not personal. It's not personal. Allow me to let my men dig in the background. I'm microphone who nipa or kasano. And next, when you're trying to serve the nation in this position, you rather should be humble, knowing where you are coming from. School fees kwa na unye bincha. Dr. Papa Kosindum nebo ako Augustinsa. And secondary school kwa wankobi. So humble yourself in this society. Stop lying about all this. Stop running other people down. See, you see, I can't watch some man. You to me can we? The catcher, the can mass is subim. Share, or Raja Kufuor, or Tifie, as on who ye, the echo soon your name be. Some agent Fico Tian and say I'm a boy.
Yeah.
Okotian and say I was against the visit.
Why?
Jay Kufuor Nakwala, the mission boy, any Afenyo Markin. Them say some agent Fico or Bona man, ya shino, or friend bra, go and attack the boy. I'm saying it.
No, I need your son.
Oh, so say me you free. Who the DPI can Jay Kufuor say mamusi yemnyano. No. This is not a loss. It is not a loss.
At least why you quiet for this country?
Oh, please. On your quiet, then be patrol. On friend and put him to order. Put his minority to order. Say obi operational cost. The cost of producing this bottle of water. It comes at a cost. You have to pay for the water, the bottle, and other things. So if you put it to the market and you put a value on it, and you go and sell and you make profits, should somebody sit somewhere and say the operational cost is a loss? Mr. Ojani, Bachelor of Management Studies, there's a little accounting, or trial no VAR, and Kobehu, there's a little economics. You know the economic importance of investing in production in order to make profits. Into your new dear, blame him or not, he was chairman of the road fund. You know what he did? He gave $29 million to an Indian contractor. Go and ask Governor Sarkodie. I'm telling you, up until now, the guy didn't do the job. He's in the country walking around. The Indian didn't do the job.
$29
million. He signed off. He gave it to an Indian contractor. He didn't do the job. He was board chairman for Ghana Water Company. His own companies were involved in what you call in transporting chemicals of the company. Checkbook, they send him to him. Otunika, the penua sign check. Ghana Water, the records are there. The former managing director, Clifford Brahma, is there. Go and find out from him. You think I'm joking this afternoon coming here? What are you talking about? You didn't call ECG. Also, be at a good. In so Kekotonu. Check out Ujama, $3.3 billion at the Ghana Water Company. Who said the Ghana Water is crawling on his belly? Can't you see it? Look at ECG. Koton akoso mo kania. Kwame Nkrumah si musi mumpini. Koton akoso mo kania keke. Now find for so brain $8.2 billion. Look, the contract arrangement that he had with Cocoa Board. Go and find out. Omuto fertilizer and only inputs at $1. No more they break Cocoa Board $100. They catch them. I'm not. The facts are there. Go and check. The facts are there. He's working free, and he won't keep quiet. He would not keep quiet. Once the MPP for no, post, so you cannot touch them. If you come and touch them, it's like you're touching their lot. That is why I've told the MPP people, remove him. Remove him. The other people in the MPP, like Patrick Boama, he was in the same university as me, a gentleman of a sort. Okankwe Central, yeah. Yes, he can be your leader. We want people who will criticize us and then will stand on our toes and use the criticisms to work. Not this kind of criticisms. Well, I bet TV so can say or no obika is self-made. Business is kura no my enchire omu. Business I can say you are a successful businessman no. Mechire omu kakra. Where did you get your businesses from? It was J. Kufuor who gave you a contract far away in the western region to go and offload bauxite. Where did you get the tracks from? J. Kufuor guaranteed for you Standard Chartered Bank to go and take loans. Sikanu kwa wetua. $35 million now or the banks no. On for receipt in that say wetua.
At least I'm that say.
No, that be in oh unya kasa. Kasa minwe. Oh yes wa mama
come on.
That be that.
20
times ayako IMF no. So when was our currency saved? 20 times we have gone to the IMF and Takosi Botwe, we have gone to the IMF and even more intelligent people who have gone to the IMF. If I saw Ben, today look at the IMF country director. He comes from an Eastern European country. Yes, he comes from an Eastern European country. I'm a graduate from the University of Cape Coast and an economics major graduate. Wow. Yes, I decided not to study economics further because I saw something. Those people who were rushing to do their masters on other things had ill intention when it came to economics. Last time when the MPP was in power, I had some of my classmates who were saying that, government can spend beyond the percentage of GDP, which even 100%, so long as it's investing in the economy. Sikano, they were not investing in the economy. Keno Ferrata was diverting somewhere and chopping. So how can you tell them when the GDP was almost about 80% of GDP to 100% was being wasted? Today you are just talking about a 1.5% value of a GDP and you are shouting. When you people are wasting over 80%, we shouldn't be afraid of them. We must match them both for. Why say me say me home for me waba? Why say me kasani film? Me say, look, bring me every Wednesday. I'll ask permission from my boss to come because to me trust they did very little when they came into power. And like I told you, smuggling of gold was a key component of their government action when they were there. Today in opposition, they cannot flourish. MPB they make a court. Say Matra radio station, say gold. I never went to the court. I'm a friend, you
didn't go.
I didn't go. Why should I go? Me, why should I go? I'm asking you.
Quarter friend.
That is the exact truth. That is exactly the court rather must be happy that I've given them information. They
and you had evidence.
Oh, please. If I didn't have evidence, the person is an MP in the Galamsey area. Baby, the MP in Naobe na cache of excavators. Eguguho. Two am now kobisa uni the home. Uchiomoko police station near Bebelium. Who was in charge? Please. Right, we know too much about them. We know too much. So sometimes when I sit at home, it pains me. The public relations unit of the Gold Board, they must be proactive. My own brother Prince Minka, he must be proactive. When look, get people together. Before they speak, we would have spoken. Let's be ahead of them because the value of the Gold Board to Ghana's economic reset agenda cannot be understated. Because why? Look at the cocoa board. Like I told you, was to rationalize the cocoa sector. In recent times, John Mahama has gone ahead to bring changes. He has just passed the bill. You understand?
Yeah, the Ghana Cocoa Board.
Yes, very important and key to the sustenance of the sector.
Sure.
So if he has brought a gold board, this is just the first getting to the second year. They'll shout, like I told you, Alistair Matthias referred to a sitting president as being a key smuggler in gold. You think he'll be happy with the gold board? I'm asking you. Look, it is alleged that Afenyo Markin has excavators that is involved in Galamsey. Do you think
allegedly?
Yes, allegedly. Do you think he'll be happy that it has been stopped? I'm asking you.
Never.
Bro, yes, that's the thing. So these are people who know what is right, yet they'll turn the fufu better no quiet. Then they call prison. I sat on national television, and at the time Radio Gold. Yes, Muntie. So we were on television, and then we talked. So Kasa American, and yeah, Kasa Bia, Subia. But to me the Kasa ne court. Eko can say me aware. Me see obi be worry Chief Justice now at the time no. Aware no was turned to an English website dictionary to mean rape. Yes. Why were we jailed? It's true. It's true. Aware marriage became rape under the Muntie 3 case. Muntie here. Almost brofu saying. I studied literature at Atimota School. When I went to the university, I was serious with my communications. Do you know who my lecturer was? Professor Jane Pokwajimai.
The vice president.
Yes, she was my lecturer at the time in the University of Cape Coast. While being to the all kind about English language, you have to be, a chill. So you see, it is not for nothing that we are fighting this. How can you say operational costs is loss? That is how your lot is made up of. When Kwame Nkrumah was developing this country, what didn't they say? Yes, you this sikano. Yes, you boy a car. And Kwame Nkrumah sikano or this is annual man in Yano. Almost we do one and look. 60 new factories in 1961 alone. Look at the motorway that serves us until now. You understand? Yes, look at the Tema Harbour. Look at the expansion of the Takrady Harbour. Yes, the Kosombo Dam. It serves us till today. Meanwhile, at the time, Omo Kachire say, Kwame Nkrumah Discano, it was a loss to the state. So watch out. When you see the Wemu, Meneme Koname, Sanochioe, Onumishi, yes. When you see anybody MPP coming, and some frequent because they are made up of liars, they concoct stories, and they'll be looking straight in your eyes, but they'll be lying. That is how their lot is made up.
So abusua winning and some so our political high winning. So Kwame na Alexander Afenyo Markin, the Standard Chartered loaner or Kokoje $25 million on dam contracts bia on the Indian contractor be a koye no abusua atija asanso SC eboso. Ebedamase some J Penny Kokotisa and some way gossip politics.